The ocean is a beautiful, dynamic, and sometimes dangerous place. Unsurprisingly, this is why a lot of USGS researchers spend their entire careers studying it. In celebration of June being National Ocean Month, let's dive in to 10 ocean field sites you've got to see to believe. Number 1. The Juan de Fuca Canyon, Washington State. This steep, narrow submarine canyon plunges southwest from the continental shelf down to the Pacific seafloor. At its base is the Cascadia Megathrust Fault, an area where the Juan de Fuca Plate slides beneath the North American Plate. Known as the Cascadia Subduction Zone, this confluence has caused some of the largest earthquakes on Earth, including a magnitude 9 quake that struck January 26, 1700. Recently, USGS has begun to scan the seafloor and collect samples to improve the way we assess subduction zone forces. Number 2. Vailulu'u Seamount, America Samoa. The youngest and most active volcano of the American Samoan Islands, Vailulu'u has erupted at least 3 times since the 1970s. In 2005, a new 1,000-foot tall volcanic cone was discovered within the seamount's crater. However, at nearly 2,000 feet below the ocean surface, it could take decades before this volcano becomes a full-fledged island. In 2022, an uptick in earthquake activity in American Samoa led USGS researchers to set up a new volcano monitoring network on the islands. Number 3. Cape Hatteras National Seashore, North Carolina. The stunning 125-mile stretch of barrier islands off North Carolina, known as the Outer Banks, is home to Cape Hatteras National Seashore. The island's sandy beaches are always in flux, constantly being reshaped by wave erosion, storms, and sea level rise. USGS scientists continue to study how these different factors will shape the future of the shoreline as climate change intensifies storms and causes the sea to rise higher. Number 4. Buck Island Reef National Monument, U.S. Virgin Islands. Located among the U.S. Virgin Islands in the Caribbean Sea, this island has a rich history, including becoming the first marine protected area in the United States. Buck Island's beaches and coral reefs provide habitat for several threatened and endangered species, including sea turtles and the St. Croix ground lizard. Over the last few decades, the island's reefs have begun to shrink, prompting USGS to research new ways to restore this valuable resource. Number 5. Escanaba Trough, California. Located along the Mendocino Fault Zone off the coast of California, this trough makes the list because it is located within the U.S. Exclusive Economic Zone, a part of the Pacific Ocean where the United States has exclusive rights to extract natural resources. As the sea floor spreads here, new oceanic crust pushes up from the Earth's mantle to be met with blankets of thick sediment and frigid temperatures. Beginning in the 1980s, the USGS began studying this unique hydrothermal system, which may contain deposits of gold, silver, copper, zinc, and lead. Number 6. Chesapeake Bay Crater. Discovered by the USGS and our international partners in the late 1990s, this meteorite impact site is the only site on this list from out of this world. About 35 million years ago, a meteoroid 2 to 3 miles wide streaked through the Earth's atmosphere and blasted an enormous crater into the continental shelf in modern-day Virginia. The ancient impact was eventually buried beneath 1,000 to 1,500 feet of rocky debris, sediment, and marine deposits. The rivers of the region converged over the buried crater, helping shape what became Chesapeake Bay. Number 7. Nantucket Sound, Massachusetts. Located between Cape Cod and the islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, the shallow, coastal waters of the sound provide important fishing grounds, habitat, and ample recreational and commercial opportunities. In addition, this area is essential for bringing electricity ashore for the nation's first large-scale offshore wind farms. By mapping the seafloor, USGS has been able to gain valuable insights into historical changes in sea level, as well as identify safe and sustainable sand resources. Number 8. Norfolk Canyon, Virginia. This submarine valley dips off the continental shelf near the coast of Virginia. In 2012, the USGS and their partners discovered methane bubbling up from the seafloor near this canyon. These methane seeps represent a new source of global methane not previously accounted for. Most seeps are too deep for the methane to directly reach the atmosphere, so it remains suspended in the water column. The Atlantic margin is home to hundreds of these seeps, each one supporting a unique community of sea life. Number 9. Dangerous Passage, Alaska. Located in western Prince William Sound, this fjord was the source of one of the most tragic disasters in Alaska history. On March 27, 1964, a magnitude 9.2 earthquake struck, devastating the state and sending tsunamis across the Pacific Ocean. During the quake, a submarine landslide broke loose in the passage, pushing a massive wave of water toward the village of Shenega. The tsunami killed 23 of the 75 inhabitants of the village. The source of the fatal tsunami had been a mystery until USGS and its partners discovered its remnants in 2014. Number 10. Continental Slope, Northern Gulf of Mexico. The Continental Slope dips from the coast of Louisiana over 100 miles into the Gulf of Mexico. Back in 2008, USGS scientists began deploying equipment there to better understand Earth's climate history. The Gulf's temperature is tightly linked to rainfall patterns in the US and influences the intensity of hurricanes along the southeastern coast. This region also receives a huge amount of runoff from the Mississippi River, so measuring conditions here can inform scientists about links between land and marine climates. And with that, we wrap up our 10 ocean field sites you've got to see to believe. If you'd like to learn more about these locations, there's a link in the description below that will take you to the article that inspired this list. Don't forget to check out some of our other USGS videos to learn more about the world around you. Thank you for watching.